All right, and welcome to week 2 of yoga for the immune system. So we're doing a flow to help support our immune system. And I'm Megan, and thank you for joining me. And last week we really focused on supporting the nervous system and calming the nervous system, and talked about how that helps to support the immune system. And this week, I thought it would be good to build on that and to talk about pranayama and to practice some pranayama, which is our breathing practice, and talk about how that helps support our immune system. And as we move through class, so we're still going to move through our flow, but we're gonna do some breathing with it, and I think it'll be fun. So with that being said, let's start lying down. So just get comfortable. Anything that feels good. As always, grab a mat if you have a mat. If you don't have a mat, it's no big deal. Just make sure you have like a blanket to put under your knees for some of the poses, so that way you feel supported. But when you feel ready, you're just going to get comfortable. You can lie flat. You can bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. If you want a bit of a hip opener, you can bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Whatever feels best to you. And then once you get into your position, once you feel comfortable, you're going to start to ground down. Take a moment to check in with what you have going on. Notice your body. Notice your mind. And then bring your awareness to your breath. So our breath and our breathing practice is one of the tools we use a lot in yoga, and it has a lot of benefits. One of them is lowering stress and anxiety, which also helps to boost our immune system. And our breathing practice can also help increase our oxygen levels in our blood, which is very helpful for our immune system. When we're doing belly breathing, it can massage our internal organs, which is also very good for the immune system. So it has all sorts of benefits. And so as we breathe today, I want you just to notice how you feel, because as with anything else, it's a practice. So, if you don't feel great doing it the first time, or, if you start to feel lightheaded at any point, you can always slow it down or come out of it. No big deal. But just notice. Okay, so with all that being said, slowly exhale all of the air out. We're going to inhale for a count of 5. So inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it into the top. We're going to pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, pause. Hold it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, pause. Hold it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And one more time. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then return to your natural breath. Notice your inhale. Notice your exhale. Notice how that made you feel. And then on your next inhale, you're going to slowly take your time, bring your knees up into your chest. Hug your knees in, rock and roll around a little bit, massage out your lower back. Make this feel good. And then on your next exhale, take your arms out into a T and drop both of your knees over to the left, coming into a twist. Let your right shoulder melt down towards the floor. And breathe here. Making some space in the right side. Breathe into your right side. So long, deep breaths. On your next inhale, take your time. Slowly bring your knees back to center. And then exhale, drop your knees over to the right, coming into your twist on the other side. So left shoulder is going to melt down here. Again, couple of breaths. Breathe into that left side. Feel the left side of your ribcage expand as you inhale and release as you exhale. And then on your next exhale, slowly bring your knees back to center. And from here, you're going to either roll over and use your hands to come up, or if you want to rock and roll a couple times on your spine and then come up, you can do that too. Do whichever one feels best. And then when you're all the way up, we're going to come to seated just for a moment. Crisscross, applesauce, find a comfortable seat, Sukhasana. Sit up really super tall. If you like to sit on a blanket or a block or something, do that. Let your shoulders melt down. Let the top of your head reach up towards the sky. Take a deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, you're going to take your hands, interlace your fingers, press your palms away from you, and then take your hands up towards the sky. So a little wiggle through the rib cage if you want. It's getting some space in the side body. Let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. Take a deep inhale here. And then on your exhale, little twist to the right. Start to the right. Breathe here. And then on your next inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, a little twist to the left. Take a breath here. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, release the hands down. All right, so we're going to do a different breath here before we're going to move a little bit more. But before we get moving, we're going to do a different breath here. So what you're going to do is bring your hands onto your shoulders. So hands touch your shoulders, kind of like you've made wings for yourself. Elbows stick out to the side. And we're going to twist side to side. So as you twist, you're going to twist to the right and inhale. And as you twist to the left, you exhale. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And if you want here, you can pick up the pace a little bit and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. But again, as you move here, you want to think about maintaining your breath. And if you start to get lightheaded, as always, either slow it down or come out of it. But really, you're just pumping the air in and out. So and then coming back to center, slowly releasing the hands. Take your shoulders up, around, and back. And then one more time, you're going to bring your hands onto your shoulders. And then this time, we're going to pump out the exhale and let the inhale be passive. So as you twist, starting to the right, you're going to twist to the right, exhale. Twist to the left, exhale. So you're inhaling in between. You're just letting that inhale be passive. So you're just forcing out the exhale. Not really forcing, but pumping out the exhale. So you're exhale, 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 exhale. Let the inhale come between just on its own. So it's exhaling through your nose. Sorry about that. Maybe a couple more times each side, depending on where you're at. Exhale, 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 and then slowly come back to center. Take a deep inhale once you're back at center. Deep exhale. If you got anything going on with your sinuses, you might need a tissue after that. But if you feel okay, if you feel ready, we're going to come on to hands and knees. So again, take your time. If you feel a little lightheaded after that too, it's completely normal. Give yourself a moment. Take a couple deep breaths. And then lining up for cat and cow. So hands come underneath your shoulders, knees come underneath your hips. You're going to inhale, arch your spine, look up. Exhale, round and drop your hands. And then just keep going. Follow your breath. Inhale, arching your spine, looking up. Exhale, rounding and dropping your head. And our breathing practice is a lot like our movement practice. We need to listen to our body, notice how you're feeling. And if something doesn't feel right for you, remember you can skip it, you can modify, you can do what you need to do to make it feel okay for your body. Cat cow, maybe one more time. And then on your next exhale, we're going to either press it back, tuck your toes, lift your knees, come back into downward facing dog, or hips come back towards your heels for child's pose. Do the one that feels best. Feel your feet. Feel your hands. Feel your head. Take a couple long, deep breaths here. And then on your next exhale, slowly walk your feet all the way forward to meet your hands, coming into your forward fold at the top of your mat. Take a moment here. Little bend in the knees or big bend in the knees. You're going to hang. Let your head be heavy. Let your face be soft. See if you can relax your shoulders. See if you can relax your face. The other thing about that breath, it's very stimulating. So if you feel really energized after that, it's very normal. So on your next inhale, little bend in the knees, slowly come all the way up. Once you reach the top, reach your arms up overhead, open up. And then exhale, hands come to heart. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. All right, so we're just going to move through our sun salutations. We're going to align our breath with our movement. So think about the breath initiating the movement. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead, open up. Exhale, hands come back into your heart. One more time like that. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Just moving with your breath. Inhaling all the way into your flat back, lengthening your spine. Exhaling all the way into your forward fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead, open up. Exhale, hands pull into your heart. All right, adding on this time. So inhale, arms reach up. So long, deep inhale. Exhaling all the way down into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. You're going to step your left foot back, coming back into a lunge, and then bring your back knee down. Inhale here, just pause, get long in the spine. And then exhale, step your right foot back to meet your left, coming back either into plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, lower down. On your inhale, you're going to roll into a cobra, so plant your feet down on the floor, roll your shoulders back, open up your heart, cobra pose, and then exhale, press it back, go right back into child's pose, hips come back towards your heels, and then stay here or tuck your toes and move into your downward facing dog. So either child's pose or down dog. Remember, you're choosing the option that feels best for your body today, remembering that there's no perfect pose, it's just what feels best in your body. So take a long deep breath here. And then on your next exhale, slowly step your left foot forward between your hands. Bring your back knee down to the floor. Take your time here. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale, step your right foot forward to meet your left. Come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Put your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. Again, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold again. Plant your hands, step your right foot back. Bring your right knee down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward here. And then on your exhale, step your left foot back. Coming back into your plank or your kneeling plank. Pause here and inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling into your cobra. Roll your shoulders back, open up your heart. And then exhale, press yourself back into child's pose. Hips come back towards your heels. Drop your head. Again, stay here, or on your inhale, tuck your toes, press yourself back, downward facing dog. So child's pose or down dog, whichever one feels best. Feel your spine, feel your head, feel the flow of your breath. And then on your next inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly step your right foot forward between your hands. And exhale, bring that back knee down to the floor. Inhale, get long in your spine, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot forward to meet your right foot, come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up, reach your arms up overhead, open up. And exhale, hands come to heart, sealing it in. Take a deep inhale here and a deep exhale. Then on your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your left foot back. I'm going to add on this time. Inhale, pause and look forward. Exhale, put the back knee down. Inhale, either stay low or arms reach up this time. Exhale, hands come down. Step the right foot back. Again, plank or kneeling plank. Take your time here. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling into your cobra or your up dog. Open up your heart. And exhale, press it back. Downward facing, or go right back into child's pose. I'm sorry, habit. Go back into child's pose. And then downward facing dog if you want it, or stay in child's pose. Take a long, deep inhale. And a long, deep exhale. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Take your time. Lengthen your spine here. And then exhale, back knee comes down. Inhale, stay low or arms reach up towards the sky. So you're just aligning your breath with your movement. Exhale, hands come down. Step your back foot forward to meet your front foot. Come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Open up. Exhale, hands come to heart. One more time like that. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, back knee comes down. Inhale, arms reach up. Lunge, tailbone comes down, low belly lifts, heart opens up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step your left foot back. Again, you're coming back into plank or kneeling plank. On your exhale, lower down. Inhaling into your cobra or your up dog. Open up your heart. And exhale, back into child's pose. And you can stay, or on your inhale, tuck your toes. Press yourself into a downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. Then on your next exhale, slowly step your right foot forward. Inhale, pause and look forward. Exhale, back knee comes down. One more time. Inhale, stay low, or hands can come up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart. Then pause here, take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to bend your knees and sink your hips coming into a chair pose. So let your toes be light, let your heels be heavy. Take a couple extra breaths here. Tailbone comes down, low belly lifts. You feel nice and supported through your core. And then on your next exhale, dive forward, come into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your left foot back. We're going to do something different this time. So on your inhale, you're going to lengthen your spine and look forward. And exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Just a couple times like that. So inhale, bend your front knee, look forward. Hands on blocks or a couple of books might be nice here. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Inhale, again, bend your front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Then inhale, bend your front knee, look forward. And then on your exhale, you're going to anchor down your back heel. So back heel is going to come to the floor, and we're going to come right up into warrior two. So arms come out into a T. Front heel is going to kind of line up with the arch of your back foot, depending on your hips today. Every day is different. Just make sure that that right knee is turning out right over your right toes, and it's not turning in. You don't want to hurt your knee today. Take a long, deep breath. Feel your feet. See, make sure you're not clenching your toes down on the floor. And then on your inhale, you're going to straighten your front leg, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your front knee and take your arms out into a T. Inhale, front leg straightens, arms reach up. Exhale, bend your front knee, take your arms back out. One more time, inhale, straighten your front leg, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your front knee, arms reach out. Pause here, take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Good. On your next inhale, take your left hand back to your left leg, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Pause here for a couple of breaths. Breathe into the right side. Make some space. Make it feel nice. And then on your exhale, one more. Let's come into side angle. So elbow to thigh, or you can bring your right hand to the floor of the block. Left arm can reach up, or if it feels good today, you can swim it up and over your ear, making a lot of space in that left side, breathing into the left side body, breathing into the left side of your lungs. Remembering that not only are you increasing your breath, increasing the oxygen flowing in your blood, you're also massaging your internal organs and aiding in the flow of lymph through your body. Yoga's so yummy. It's so good for you. Take a long, deep breath, and then inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down onto the floor. Good. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Keep your left hand down. Open your right arm up towards the sky. So you're twisting towards your right leg. Take a long, deep breath here. And then on your exhale, right hand comes down. Step your right foot back. You're going to come back one more time into your plank or your kneeling plank, or you can completely skip it and go right back into your down dog or your child's pose. On your next exhale, lower down. Inhaling into your cobra. If you like up dog, you can always do up dog too. Roll your shoulders back. Open up your heart. Make some space here. And then exhale. Press yourself back. Downward facing dog or child's pose, whichever one feels best. Do that. Long, deep breaths. And then on your next inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly walk your feet all the way forward to meet your hands. Coming back into your forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, come back into your chair pose, reaching your arms up. Let your toes be light, heels are heavy. And then on your exhale, hands come to heart, sealing it in. But take a deep inhale here and a deep exhale. Notice where you feel your breath. Do you feel it in your upper chest, your middle chest, or down in your belly? Do it one more time. Take a deep inhale here and a deep exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your right foot back this time. Coming into the lunge. So again, on your inhale, you're going to lengthen your spine and look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Left foot is forward this time. Inhale, bend your front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. One more time. Inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Remember, hands can be on blocks here. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Inhale, bend your front knee and look forward. And then from here, you're going to root the back heel down onto the floor, and we're going to come up into warrior two. So arms come out into a T. I'm going to turn so I'm facing you, but you don't have to move. Front heel is going to kind of line up with the arch of your back foot. And breathe here. Feel your feet grounding down. Feel your left arm reaching forward over your left leg and your right arm reaching back over your right leg. And then on your inhale, you're going to straighten your left leg, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your left knee. Arms come out into a T. A couple more times like that. So inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Maybe one more. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Good. On your next inhale, take your right hand back to your right leg. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Lengthen that left side again. Breathe into your left side. Make some space here. Make it feel nice. And then on your exhale, let's move into a side angle pose. So again, either elbows to thigh or your hand can come to the floor of the block. Right arm can reach up towards the sky or you can take it up and over your ear. Breathing into the right side of your lungs here. Long, deep breaths. See if you can relax your jaw. Let that top shoulder and both shoulders actually roll away from your ears. So you've got a lot of space for your neck. And then inhale, come back up into your warrior two. Exhale, you're going to cartwheel your hands down onto the floor, pop up onto the ball of your back foot. So here you are in your lunge again. Keep your right hand down, open your left arm up and twist. Twisting towards that left leg. Let that left hip drop down as you reach your right hip up towards the sky. So you're squaring your hips here. Breathe. And then on your exhale, bring your left hand down. One more time, you're going to step your left foot back. Coming back into your plank or your kneeling plank. Either one is good. On your exhale, lower down. Inhaling into your cobra or your upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Remember, you can skip this part too. And exhale, we will meet back in down dog or hips to heels for child's pose. Feel your breath. Feel your whole body. And then one more time on your next inhale, slowly step your feet forward to meet your hands. Any way you want to get there. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. Tailbone comes down, low belly lifts. And then on your exhale, press to stand. Hands come to heart. And from here, I'm going to move. You don't have to. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Take a deep breath here. Notice where you feel the most movement. Is it in one hand or the other? Does it feel even? Just notice. And then one more round. On your next inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward, forward, forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back, get long. Exhale, fully. You can plant your hands, step your left foot back. And then this time, bring your left knee down to the floor. So we're going to do the same thing we did last time, but our knees on the floor this time. So inhale, you're going to get long in your spine, look forward. And then exhale, straighten the front leg and fold. Again, inhale, bend your front knee and look forward. And remember that front knee doesn't have to come totally straight. We're just going for a stretch. Exhale, straighten and fold. One more time. Inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. And this time, as you straighten the leg, pause here and breathe into it for a couple of breaths. So Breathe into the back of the right leg. If it feels good, flex the right toes up towards the ceiling. If that sounds like crazy talk today, you don't have to do it. Again, let your shoulders drop down away from your ears and think about lengthening your spine. So getting really long. It doesn't matter how low you get here. You can even have your hands on blocks. That might feel better. So you have some support. But what you want to really think about is lengthening your spine over the leg. Take another breath. And then on your exhale, bend your front knee. Tuck your back toes under. Extend that back knee off the floor. And then anchor your back heel down to the floor. Inhale, we're going to come back up in a warrior two. So find your feet again. Front heel is going to kind of line up with the arch of your back foot. You might need to move your feet a little bit. I always do. And then just one time this time, inhale, you're going to straighten your front leg, reach your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, bend your front knee. Arms come back out into a T. Take a long, deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, take your left hand back to your left leg, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Cloud warrior. And exhale, we're going to come right into side angle pose. Take your elbow to your thigh and reach your left arm either up or up and over your ear, just for a breath. And then on your inhale, we're going to go back into proud warrior. So left hand comes back, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right elbow down, left arm reaches up and over. One more time like that. Inhale, left arm comes back, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right elbow down, left arm reaches up and over. Inhale, come back up into your warrior two. Exhale, both hands come down to the floor. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. And one more time, bring that back knee down to the floor. Inhale, we're going to come up into a low lunge this time. So if you feel wobbly in your low lunge, you are not alone. So it's okay. Maybe one thing that does help is keeping your feet like wider apart, like railroad track wide apart. So that way you feel nice and stable. Take your tailbone down, feel your low belly lift. Bring your hands to your heart, and we're going to twist to the right. So left elbow either to the inside of the right thigh, or you can hook it all the way to the outside of the right thigh. Take that right shoulder, roll it back, and open up your heart. So if this feels like too much, you can always unhook your elbow and bring it back a little bit. Don't force the twist. Take a long deep breath if you want to. If you're here and you feel good and you want to tuck those back toes under and lift your back knee up off the floor, you can do that too. But breathe here. Notice that the breath gets a little more constricted in the twist. So really focus on breathing. Breathing into the belly. Feel the expansion. And then as you exhale, release your hands down to the floor. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Good. And you can go right back into your child's pose or down dog or plank and exhale, lower down. Inhaling into your cobra, or as always, if you like up dog, you can go there too, but open up your heart. And we will all meet back in child's pose or downward facing dog. Wherever your body would like to go right now, go there. Take a long, deep breath. Long, deep inhale. Long, deep exhale. Good. And just for fun today, we're going to add in one more thing. So bring your knees down to the floor. Okay, so you're on hands and knees. So come on to hands and knees. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips. You're going to take your right foot and kickstand your right foot out to the right. So look to the right. Take your right foot over to the right. You're going to bring your left foot in line with your right knee. So you have a nice line between your right hand, your right knee, and your left foot. Open your left arm up towards the sky. You may need to adjust a little bit here so you've got enough space for yourself. And then on your next inhale, we're going to come all the way up. So inhale, come all the way up to stand on that right knee. It's a lot, I know. Take an inhale, and then exhale. Left hand comes down onto the left leg. Right arm's going to reach up and over your ear. Big stretch for the side body. Take a breath here. And then exhale, and come all the way back down. So right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up and over the ear. Extend. Breathe. And let's do it again. So take that left arm. Let the left arm pull you all the way up. Let the left hand come down to the left leg. Right arm's going to reach up and over. Breathe into the right side. And on your exhale, right hand brings you all the way down. Left arm comes up and over. And just because it feels good, let's do it one more time. So inhale, left arm brings you all the way up. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over. And then right hand brings you all the way back down. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over. And on your next exhale, bring both hands down. And again, press yourself back, child's pose or downward facing dog. Either one is good. Pick the one that feels best. Notice how you're feeling. And then one more time on your next inhale, slowly step your feet all the way forward to meet your hands. We're going to do side 2. I'm going to move to the other side, but you can stay where you are. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. And exhale, press to stand, hands come to heart. Again, bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Notice the flow of your breath. Notice your heartbeat. I can feel mine. Breathe. And notice, as you breathe here, notice where you feel your breath. Do you feel your breath? Again, we're not doing this to judge. You're just doing this to notice. And then on your next inhale, you're going to release your hands, reach your arms up, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your right foot back. So again, you're going to bring your right knee down to the floor, and we're going to move a little bit with the breath. So on your inhale, bend that front knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg and fold. Couple more times like that. So inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. One more time. Inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. And then pause here. I should have said it on the first side, but I just thought of it. Make sure your right hip is stacked on top of your right knee. And then if it feels okay, you can flex your left foot. But remember that left leg doesn't have to be totally straight. A little bend or a big bend may feel better in your leg. So adjust according to how your leg feels today. Take a long, deep breath here. And maybe one more long, deep breath. And then on your next inhale, bend your front knee and look forward. You're going to tuck your back toes under, lift that back knee up off the floor, and then anchor down your back heel. We're going to come all the way up into Warrior 2. I know it's a big transition. Find your feet, though. So front heel is going to kind of line up with the arch of your back foot. Feel your feet pressing down. Feel the top of your head reaching up towards the sky. And then just one time this time on your inhale, you're going to straighten your front leg, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bend your front knee, arms come out into a T. Good. On your next inhale, take your right hand back to your right leg, reach your left arm up towards the sky. So you're in Proud Warrior. And on your exhale, we're going to move into side angle pose. Elbow to thigh, right arm sweeps up and over your ear. So really try to draw out the breath here. Inhale, Proud Warrior. Right hand comes back, left arm reaches up. Exhale, side angle pose. And remember, if this is making you lightheaded, you can breathe in between. Inhaling, coming up, Proud Warrior. Right hand comes back, left arm reaches up. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, come back up. Warrior 2 this time. Take a long, deep breath. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down onto the floor. Pop up onto the ball of that back foot. And one more time, bring your back knee down to the floor. Okay, on your inhale, we're going to come up into a low lunge. Remember, railroad tracks for your knee and your foot, so that way you feel nice and stable, or stable-ish. Every day is different. Don't judge yourself. Tailbone comes down, low belly lifts. And then bring your hands to your heart, and we're going to twist to the left this time. So right elbow can either come towards the inside of that left thigh, or you can bring it all the way to the outside. And remember, if you bring it to the outside and that doesn't feel good in your body, just undo it and hang out, somewhere else. Breathe. And again, if you feel good here, if you want a little bit more, you can tuck your back toes under and extend that back knee up off the floor. But think about widening your collarbones. And as we pause here for a couple breaths, Really breathe into the belly. Breathe into the lungs. Breathe into the back of the body. And then on your exhale, slowly bring your hands down to the floor. You're going to step yourself back. So we're either, one more time, we're either going to flow or go right back into your down dog or your child's pose. So if you're in your plank, you're going to exhale and lower down. Inhaling into your cobra or your upward facing dog. And exhaling back into your down dog or your child's pose. Take a breath here. And then on your inhale, everybody's going to come down onto their knees and come onto hands and knees, just for a moment. So hands come underneath your shoulders, knees come underneath your hips. You're going to look over to the left, take your left foot, kickstand your left foot over to the left. And then bring your right foot in line with that left knee. So you have a nice line between your left hand, your left knee, and your right foot. And then your right arm is going to open up towards the sky. As always, remember, modify, adjust as what feels best for your body here. I'm here to guide and to give suggestions, but you're in control. Your body's in charge. So take a deep inhale here. And then on your exhale, use your right hand, come all the way up. Ooh, feel your feet. And then on your inhale, take your right hand down. Take your left arm up and over your ear. So deep inhale here. And we're going to flow. Exhale, left hand's going to bring you down. Right arm reaches up and over your ear. On your next inhale, let your right arm bring you all the way up. Right hand comes down, left arm comes up and over. One more time on the breath. Exhaling, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over. Inhaling, right arm brings you all the way up. Right hand comes to your right thigh, left arm reaches up and over. Inhaling, let your left hand bring you down. Bring your right arm up and over just to finish it. Get that space in the side body, and then bring your left hand to the floor, square everything off, and then find yourself back. Down dog or child's pose is where you want to go. Choose the variation that feels best in your body right now. And then everybody come down onto your knees and come into child's pose. Enjoy the pause. And then when you feel ready, come all the way up to seated and make your way right back onto your back. We're not quite done yet, but we're getting there. We're going to move through some rolling back bends, and then we'll forward fold, and then we'll end after that. I've got one more breathing practice for us to do in there. So from here, bring your feet about hip width apart. Arms come down by your sides. Knees are bent, feet on the floor, and a good range. Everybody's arms are a different length. But you want your feet in towards your sit bones, maybe so you can touch your heels. I know I've got really long arms, so it's easy for me to touch my heels. But if your arms are shorter, maybe just closer towards you. I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry, guys. So press into your feet. You're going to lift your hips, and as you lift your hips, take your arms up and over your ears. And then exhale, you're going to lower your arms, lower your hips down to the floor. Again, keep going with your breath. Inhaling, lift your hips, lift your arms up and over. Exhale, lower down, arms and hips. So again, you're trying to ride out the breath. Keep going, follow your breath. You're inhaling all the way up. So as your hands touch the floor behind you, and as your hips reach that top level, you're in the top of your inhale, and then as your hands come down to the floor, and your hips come down to the floor, you're all the way out of that exhale. So just keep going. See if you can really align the breath with your movement. And then maybe one or two more. Just follow your breath. And then on your next inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly bring your knees up into your chest. Hug your knees in, just like we started, rock and roll around a little bit. And then keep that left knee hugged in. Take your right leg down onto the floor. Take a breath here, and then we're going to twist. So you're going to take your left knee over to the right. Left arm opens out to the left. Just a couple breaths here, just realigning your spine, making some space in that left side, and breathing in your left side. And then on your inhale, bring your knee back to center. And switch your legs. Hug your right knee in. Extend that left knee down onto the floor. Squaring everything off. And then you're going to take your right knee over to the left. Right arm opens up to the right. And breathe here. You can keep your left hand on your knee or you can open it up. It's whatever feels best in your body. But breathe into that right side. Inhale, bring your knee back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. And then take your time. You're going to roll over onto one side and use your hands to come up. Once you get there, again, no rush, but take your feet out wide. Flex your toes up towards the sky. Sit up really super tall. And then walk your hands forward, coming into your forward fold. Maybe a little wiggle through the spine here if that feels good. And remember, your forward fold does not have to be way forward. You may be up a little more upright, and that's completely fine. It's just you're just going so far that you feel the stretch in your inner thighs, and you pause and breathe there. No need to go any further. No need to push beyond that. Just want it to feel good. Breathe. And then on your next inhale, come all the way back up. You're going to bring your left foot to your inner right thigh. So bending your left knee, bring your left foot to your inner right thigh. If you have anything going on with your knees and this doesn't work, you can keep the leg extended. Same. Okay, so flex your right foot. Make sure you're sitting up on both sit bones. Take your right hand down onto the right thigh. Open your left arm up towards the sky. Take a breath here. And if it feels good, you can bring your left arm up and over your ear, or you can bring your left hand to the back of the head. Breathe into the left side. Roll your heart open towards the sky. Notice how you feel. Notice the flow of your breath. So when we focus on breath, it does all these wonderful things for our physical body, but it's also really, really good for your mental state, for your emotional body. It can help calm our nervous system. It can help take us out of that fight or flight stage, so we move more towards like a rest and relax state. So just notice for you how you feel today. And remember, every day is different. Every moment is different. So just because I say it doesn't mean you don't have to feel perfectly relaxed, but just notice how you feel. And then inhale, come all the way back up. We're going to switch your feet. So you're going to take your left foot out, again, out to the side. Bring your right foot to your inner left thigh. And again, anything going on with the knee, just keep that leg extended. Little twist towards your right leg. Take your left hand down onto the shin or to the inside of the leg, wherever it feels best. Open your right arm up towards the sky. So you start there so you get that big opening in the chest, making a lot of space. And then again, you can stay. You can take the arm out over your ear, reaching for the foot, or you can bring your hand to the back of your head, rolling the heart open. And again, it's a personal choice. There's not like a best variation of this pose. It's just what feels best in your body today. That's what you want to go for. Long, deep breaths. Feel your sit bones grounding down. Feel your right side. Breathe into your right side. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then one more time, take your right leg out to the right. Sit up really super tall one more time. Remember, you can sit on a pillow or a blanket or a couple of blankets so you feel long in your spine. And again, either stay upright or start to walk yourself forward, coming into that forward fold. Breathing here. If you're in a place where you feel okay, if you want to drop your head here for the last couple of breaths, you can. If that doesn't do good things for your back, don't do it. Long, deep breaths. And then on your next inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly come all the way back up. And I lied. We're going to do one more. So use your hands. Bring your feet all the way together. Sit up really super tall. Legs are out in front of you. Remember, they don't have to be perfectly straight. A little bend or a big bend may feel better, and it may give you that natural curve in your spine that feels better. So sit up really super tall here. And then again, you can stay or start to walk your hands forward, coming into your forward fold over your legs. And remember, grabbing your feet is not the goal here. The goal here is to get the stretch in the back of the legs. So if you want to let go of the idea of your feet today and just let your hands hang, you can. If your feet are there and you want to grab them, you can. But remember, it's not necessary. Just breathe into the shape you are creating. Breathe into your back body. Take another long, deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly come all the way back up. Good. And then find a comfortable seat. So we're going to do one last breathing practice before we go into our Sukhasana. And this one we're going to do seated. So you're going to sit up really super tall. And we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, we usually work with a right hand, but if you're left-handed, you can do your left hand too. It doesn't really matter. You're going to take your right hand and fold your first two peace fingers down. So your pointer finger and your middle finger fold down. And you're going to be working with your thumb and your ring finger. Okay? So you bring your thumb to the right side of your nose, towards your right nostril, and your ring finger right above your left nostril. And so what we're going to be doing is closing off and breathing through one side at each time. So from here, you're going to slowly exhale all of the air out. Close off your right nostril and inhale through the left. Pause at the top. You're going to close the left and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Pause, switch, so you're going to close off the right and exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. And when you are complete, release your hands down onto your thighs. Notice your breath. And then taking your time, you're going to slowly make your way onto your back, moving into a position that feels good for you for final relaxation. I'm going to stay seated just so you can hear me talk. But get comfortable. If you need a blanket, if you need a sweatshirt, just get really comfortable. Let your body start to melt down. And before we slip into our final relaxation, we're going to do just a couple more rounds of that alternate nostril breathing. But instead of using your hands, you're just going to do this with your mind. Okay? And just know that it's probably not going to physically happen in your body. But just bringing awareness to those sides is really good, not only for your nervous system, but it's also really good for your breath. So just in your mind, okay, you're going to exhale through both nostrils. And then inhale through the left. Pause at the top. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Pause. Exhale left. And again, you don't have to use your hands for this. This is all just happening in your mind. Inhale through the left. Pause. Exhale right. Inhale through the right. Exhale left. One more round. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling on the right side. And exhaling on the left. And then releasing the breathing practice. Releasing anything else you feel like you're holding on to, maybe in your body, maybe in your mind. And allowing yourself just for a few minutes just to be. Absorbing all of the benefits from your physical practice. And giving your mind and your body time just to reconnect, recharge, and relax. I'm going to give you a couple minutes of silence. Don't worry, I haven't gone anywhere, and I'll let you know when it's time to come back out. And then slowly begin to bring awareness back into hands and feet, head and face. Start by just wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe taking a stretch, reaching down through your legs, reaching up through your arms, getting really long. And then again, taking your time, slowly roll your way all the way over onto your right or left side. And use your hands to press yourself up to seated. So bringing your hands, once you're there, I don't know if I'm rushing you or not, but once you're there, bring your hands to your heart, feeling in your practice, taking a moment to thank your breath, thank your energy for all that it does. And knowing that we have these little tools that we can use to help ourselves feel better, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, and knowing that you can come back to it at any time. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. And thank you all so much for joining me. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or if you just want to say hello. And I'll be back same time next week. Thank you so much.